I guess it's like loser's quarter, I guess.
That's your delete button.
Delete is
hiding there.
and then
we need an N.
just press
We need an
update.
Update. Oh, you've got a mouse? Yeah, thanks.
Oh, we need an N.
Oh, Lynzle.
Lynzle. Okay.
Okay.
And then when the game is about to start, just press the game screen, and it will go to the game right away.
Highly professional stream we're running here.
Yeah.
Like literally learning how to do it while we're alive.
Oh, but look at these overlays. Oh.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, wonderful overlays. Oh, yes.
Oh, this is a nice pitch for our next event.
Yeah, if you're not coming, then you're not cool.
For some reason you're at home right now today, then don't make the same mistake in 2 weeks. Biggest Smash event in Korea, so definitely try to come out. Melee there as well if you are one of those types.
One of those old souls.
Are we starting?
11 through 16 for friendlies. Just 9 and 10.
Oh, we're good.
Yeah.
What's up?
Sorry, I thought they were doing a button check.
Yeah,
I
guess when you're this good, you don't need to check your buttons.
Yeah.
You just know.
Lynzle doing the... I mean, Lucas, kind of shocking. I've never seen him play Lucas before.
In my life.
Yeah, he was telling me today, how do I say this? He said he's playing random characters until it gets serious. So, but I mean, I think winner's quarters against Steve is pretty serious, so maybe Lucas is someone he's been working on.
Yeah, perhaps it's something that he's specifically thinking of in this matchup against this player.
Yeah.
Like he plays Steve a bunch, both online and offline. I think they might have faced each other on Thursday at a Seoul tournament.
Yeah. I know he's been playing a lot of Joker and stuff, but still by far his best character. Obviously, me, Sword Fighter.
Yeah.
We see him. Oh, nice magnet on the explosive flame there. A big heal. Lucas is kind of an odd character. Like I think most people put him well under Ness, but he still has some like really good aerials. And
in this matchup especially, like we can talk a lot about Palatena's like frame data and how good her aerials are. Maybe one of the other few characters that can challenge that would be like the Ness or the Lucas.
Yeah.
But why, as you said, why Lucas over Ness? Meh.
Yeah. Maybe he just wants to get some PK freeze cheese going here.
I'm having the maddest deja vu right now. Like, like I don't know, it's weird. One of those things.
Lucas been at Smash 4.
Thank
was
you.
he?
Tanark
Okay.
dropping the knowledge bombs here. He was a Lucas main in Smash 4.
I did not know that. Oh, Hyoen's here.
Hyoen actually came to an event on a Saturday. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Everyone's here today.
Yeah, everyone's crowded. Dude,
Literally.
this event is so big. I mean, we had 2 weeks ago, we had what we thought was the biggest ultimate bracket in Korea, 61 people. Today we had 69.
69?
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah. So, huge event today and tons of good players. This is almost the biggest collection of kind of the top players in Korea we've had at one event. Usually it's hard for everyone to make it on the same day. Today we've got Lynzle, Steve, and Sejun, JJ, Tanark. I'm forgetting some people. Yeah.
Did you say Juvie?
Juvie, yeah. But I'm kind of surprised with... I've watched and played with Lynzle a lot, and I haven't seen his Lucas, and he's doing pretty well. And we see... Lucas does have some good out of shield options. that would have been crazy.
No punish there, yeah.
One of the things people have trouble with when they play Lucas a little bit is like how good his air dodge is to get to ledge. Like it's like almost like another jump. So we can see he's able to close so much space with that, and it's kind of hard to judge sometimes if you're trying to set up a punish. But we see Steve bringing it back here. He's living for a long time.
Yeah, 161. Maybe Lynzle just a bit rusty on his go confirm on this, but yeah, looking for that grab, which would definitely do it, right? Like, there you go.
Yeah.
Prophecy
even
was fulfilled.
even forward grab, which I don't think it is not a skill grab, so he's living pretty high there.
Yeah.
Steve looks like he's kind of figuring this out as the game goes on.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, that air dodge again. And
that goes below
those
the
hitboxes
ledge.
are so big. It's really... Lucas has a lot of two-frame options.
Nice grab. Plucked him out of the air there.
And we saw him earlier in the match. He was getting magnet on those explosive flames, so I couldn't get it there. And then, yeah, he's still a stock ahead here, so he's in good shape. But it definitely seems like from the beginning of the match till now, Steve has kind of figured it out and what he needs to do. So I don't know if we'll see, even if Lynzle wins here, I'm not sure if we'd see him go.
Nice heal, but I don't think Magnet's going to help him too much.
One thing Steve's so good at is getting those down tilts at ledge to pop up there. But actually, no, he's still living.
What?
Yeah.
Light floaty characters.
Actually, we saw there before, like, Lynzle's actually too high of a percentage for that confirmed to work. But he gets the back throw finish. Yeah. And he's brought it back pretty close, like 72%. He can pile that on like really quick with Palutena if he gets some nairs here. So we'll see. This is...
They're just poking at each other, just trying to get an opening. There it is. No, wasn't able to follow up on that. Ooh, the spike.
Yeah, it's really. I really mean it. Lucas's aerials are actually so good. It's unfortunate, like he's missing some pretty big elements to being like a well-rounded character, but he does have some really good options.
He's just thrown out these PK fires. He knows if he can hit one, then the grab will, the grab follow-up should do it.
Well, he can.
Oh, it's not like Ness's.
Yeah, it's not like Ness's. Yeah, it has like a fixed knockback, so you can actually like kill with it, which is kind of. Oh, that kill!
The throw, yeah. Maybe no DI there.
His back throw is strong, but yeah, I think it was maybe possible for Steve to live there. I could be wrong, but yeah, that was. I'm curious. I kind of would be surprised if we see.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Who's that in the way? Oh, thank you very much. Get out the way.
I would be a little bit surprised if we see him go Lucas again. I mean, he won, but
does he just want to crush this next
one?
I
think because we're in winners quarters, right? This is winners quarters. You want to make sure you get on to the next round. It's best of 3. If Steve takes one here, then you're
only 3 stocks away from this bracket.
So I can't even. Oh yeah, it's Joker. So I know he's been playing a lot of Joker. I saw him. I was in an event with Lynzle last weekend. He was playing Joker almost the whole time. Played Joker in an online tournament this week, and we'll see how he does here. He's just changing it up, having fun, maybe exploring the option of a new character.
And it's similarities. I mean, he's maining Lucina, right? So they're like a sortie. Oh, he plays a bunch of characters.
His main is Sword Fighter.
Sword Fighter? Okay.
He does play a lot of Lucina
too.
Yeah.
So he's heavy with the sorties.
Yeah.
I mean, Joker's a knifey, quite a sortie, but a lot of the similarities in the playstyle.
Yeah. Oh, and we see the drag downs there. Very good. I mean, it's obviously getting used to this character. Yeah. And yeah, like you think the Rebels Guard is done, and it's not.
It never ends.
Yeah.
Like
so
literally
you
never
have to you can't try to time it. You have to just wait for it to finish, and then or just grab them. So.
Now Steve is actually really quite a mental player, so he's kind of aware of what's going on. Let's see if he just takes it slow against the Arsene, or if he's just gonna get yeah. Nothing you can do about that.
If you get hit by Arsene at the edge of the stage, you're basically dead. I mean, there's so many options he has to kill you from that place on the stage. So, and we see the drag downs happening again.
Just chaining them.
Yeah. And he's going to get Arsene pretty quick here. It's just going to take one more Rebels Guard. And I mean, he's first stock 70%. He's not in a bad place here.
Not at all.
It's interesting.
He's just keeping him at the ledges. I mean, Steve's kind of okay. This is good now. He's kind of forced him to disadvantage, but otherwise, Steve's kind of on the back foot for most of the game.
He's at that awkward percent though, where he's not really in. And now he's got Arsene again, and he eats the explosive flame. It's not going to be enough. That was a well-placed explosive flame though, and still he's living at 140. Steve has burned up a lot of the Arsene by tacking on that damage, which is super important. So he's going to want to wait that out. The last thing he wants is to take more Arsene damage or lose a stock.
Right now,
yeah, and it's almost done.
And it's 686 now, it's a threat. Okay, now he's in the safe zone again. Can go back to pass playing a bit more aggressively.
Kind of the downside, I guess, here is in some situations when you're in like risk of dying, the Joker recovery can be better, but he gets the bear there. And Steve is so good at that. The drop off the ledge into the bear, the drop off the platform into bear.
Yeah.
And of course, Palutena's bear having the iframes.
3.
Oh, and here.
Whoa!
He misses
Nearly
it.
dropped
Yeah.
the 4th.
Yeah.
Just doing the loop.
Oh, and Arsene's about to come out again.
Here it is.
Yeah, and the last thing you want is Arsene out with yourself at
115%.
120. Yeah. So we'll lands the AHA and damage over time. Soon and it's just anytime you get hit by Arsene that close to the edge, you're dead. So
I mean, you probably actually you're like your next stock gets hit as well.
Yeah.
Like you lose 15 off your next stock too. Like that's how hard he hits you.
Steve is he's really good with these explosive flames. He's caught Lynzle with a couple, which is like not an easy thing to do because I mean they're fixed distance, right? And a player like Lynzle knows where they're going to be, so
exactly,
you have to really mix them up to get them. I know he's being kind of cheeky, trying to de-edge the Rebels guard.
The edge of the hitbox. Just take a couple of chips. He's more than happy to build that, and any second now it should be coming out. One more.
And Arsene is almost out again, and you know. Lynzle he's at a high percent, but he is only at 98.
Steve needs to kill him, and he needs to kill him right now.
The problem is any damage you tack on brings out Arsene, so you want it to be
now.
So, great explosive flame, and he gets some recovery. He wants to take back the center of the stage, and I think he's living, but he's gonna go for the.
It's been a great Arsene for Steve. I mean, he took a bit of damage there, but otherwise...
I really thought he was going to go for the down air there. Steve is good at that, and Arsene's vulnerable to it, so that's one of the...
Beautiful bear there. Exactly what he needs. 62%. Considering how that first stock went, Steve's really stabilizing nicely there.
But this is a similar place we saw the last game where Lynzle started off really strong, and Steve kind of brought it back, but then it didn't matter. It was just a little too late. So I'm not... Yeah, I mean, and we see, you know, Lynzle's at 45% and Arsene's almost out. And, you know, if you're approaching 80, 90, this is all a game of, you know, can I delay Arsene? And once it's out, you just basically don't want to fight him. Or you want to find ways to chip damage so that Arsene goes away faster. Yeah. But that's almost a stock.
He's just gonna hang on the ledge happily for as long as he can. Just use it with frames.
And even the dash attack, it's just so much knockback and damage. This is
and he's playing
pretty
super
good,
patiently. Nice back throw.
Pretty good character
off the stage there. And that's it. That's his gun. So at 131 though, a lot of stuff will kill.
He's gonna.
There it is.
Up smash.
Up smash.
Up smash. Yeah. There's. Closes it out. The 2-0 with two different characters. Lynzle doesn't want to show his hand today. He doesn't want to show anyone the meat sword fighter.
No, he doesn't.
But yeah, very strong player. If you're watching the stream and you are not from Korea, and maybe you don't know who Lynzle is, then definitely he's one of the young players that's coming up in the scene. He did play Smash 4, which not many people in Korea did, but very strong player and still young, and we're seeing a ton of improvement out of him. So definitely keep your eye on him. He'll be here later in the event as well. He's standing here now looking at me.
He's looking at us while we're saying nice things about it.